I just have this. It looks like there's fresh cream over top of that, but I don't think I got my fresh cream. It's not very often I eat almost. They just look very nice. Like I said, it was very nice, but didn't seem to be a small portion. I think that's one of the best things about America. When you go into a restaurant, you know, and I mean like a nice restaurant, you know, a proper place, and just the size of the meal. You know, whether it's spaghetti meatballs, spaghetti carbonara, the stew. You know, it's just well, that's why Americans are big. But I'm sure that maybe like we did when we went to Guam, and we would just order one main meal and a starter, and that would feed 4 of us. Two adults, 2 kids now. So I saw the reverse. When we used to go to America, you go to McDonald's or something, and you just ask for a small Coke or a small coffee, and then you go, I asked for a small, and he goes, that is a small. And there was an American woman in Australia, and she asked for a large Coke, which is like 1 litre in America. And she said to the woman behind the counter in Australia, I asked for a large Coke. She says, that is a large Coke. Because I think with a litre of Coca-Cola or soft drink, 7-Up, you're just forcing yourself to drink it. I remember I went with a girlfriend to Maggie. We went to Spain. I think it was Spain, because we also went to Greece. Was it Greece? But we got this. They had this massive beer. It was fucking massive. It must have been like a litre and a half. And we just sat there for ages, fucking trying to drink this, and it goes cold. It goes warm, should I say? So if you ever see that in a country, you have unless there's 2 or 3 of you. And now they're going to be banning straws. Can't believe it. But that's the businessmen taking the piss out of the politicians and people. I'm in a strange mood. The piece is not very good at joyful. I like that background, don't you? The colour looks good. Maybe I should have got this actually. Look at that. That spaghetti with meat sauce. Looks great. I wonder what the longest video I can do without anyone popping in to see it. I'm trying to think of the title, what I put now. What title did I put? It is about 11 o'clock in the morning. Thanks for popping in. I just said I wondered if anyone was going to stop in. I think I've gone to 10 minutes or more before without anyone catching on to the stream. I was just saying I like this background, it looks great, doesn't it? I was saying to the mother-in-law this morning, trying to say COVID-19, but they don't say COVID here, they say Corona. Which makes sense, because it would be COVID though. So Corona sounds a lot better for them. I'll go and get some water before anyone else shows up. I might as well make it a pound or something. All right, Kate, that's been fun. What's a slash? You just been for a slash. Oh, you could use that, couldn't you? As like a thing. I'm going for a slash, a backslash. I'm going to piss on someone's back. Keep. Yeah, my fucking keyboard's fucked up again, and I haven't had it all that long, really. It's fairly new a few months ago. Or a chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake. Hi.
And the fucking space bar's moving. The problem with my keyboard is if I hit a key by me, I took a lot of keys off because I kept on hitting the keys, and it went to fucking Japanese, and then I couldn't figure out how to get it back to fucking Roman letters. It was very frustrating. And that's what that was the point of buying a laptop in English. And then I looked at it the other day, and the laptop has also got Japanese letters on it. And I just wanted a Japanese keyboard. Sorry, an English all English keyboard. There was a woman on Momsnet the other day complaining about the tedium of being a mother. But I used to have that with the kids because I was bringing the kids up, and I think the most tedious part was having to sit through something on TV. I did take the kids out, don't get me wrong, and sit through TV, stupid fucking kid songs. So I agree with the partly. Thank you. So, no, I should bring some. Well, you're a bit younger than me, but when people of my age were kids, our parents would say, "Get out of the fucking house." I am not kidding. I don't know if all parents were like that. My mother used to say, "Come back if you must." No, but this is all these play days thing is fucking bollocks. They're thinking of things to do to entertain the kids. My wife used to do that, but on holiday. But if you do that, if you're thinking of things for the kids to do, they don't think of it themselves what to do. We used to go along the river, like trying to catch sticklebacks, build dens, play wars. Evade the local bullies. So, I had a friend that was a teacher, and he was telling me how kids got passed through the school system. So they were given passes, so that even though they weren't qualified to pass, he would still pass them because they didn't want to see that kid's face again. I guess maybe that's where the education Kyoiku comes in Japan, where they can get people to teach their kids. The very bright kids like my daughter, they don't need the cram schools. My son did because he was fucking about until he was like 14. There are two different types of schools, and one school is like more for education, and the other school is to let kids have freedom. And I talked to teachers who I work with at the weddings, and they said, which my daughter went to that school, the kids that went to the education schools always did better. They were less problematic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. There's no film to be made there, is there? No, but I didn't go well because I went when I first started senior school. My mother had just killed herself, so it's never the best fucking time to start senior school. But I didn't go, I missed a lot of school, and then I was 14. I decided I better buckle down. But you must speak some Spanish. So is like the Japanese taking English and geek. A lot of the most American kids take Spanish. But that's the thing with young English men. I don't know if it's the same in America. If you study, it's like you're fucking gay. Especially doing languages. Not realizing that languages is one of the best things you can ever do. And of course, if you're loaded, you can send your kid to you go to a foreign country, send them to a private school so they learn the local language and they learn English. And if you fucking speak Spanish at home or French, you fucking grow up learning 3 languages. The guy from Kazakhstan that worked for me, he spoke. He was learning English. His mum made sure he learned English when he was in Russia or Kazakhstan, and so then they went to France at 15, and then he learned French. But even he was saying 3 languages is not enough. There's too many people speaking 3 languages. Ah, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I had one old guy. She's all right. Oh, family. I had one old guy. He was a futon. He made futons, and he came into the coffee shop, and they was chatting to him, and he's like fucking 70 or 80 years old, and he's asking me, he's talking words about pussy and things like that, and I just said no, you can't do that. You would think someone at that age would not want wanting to talk say words like that. There was a guy here, he was very strange, his name was Stuart, and he loved my poetry. And he was a poet himself and a writer. He was also in a punk rock band in Canada. But it was one of these guys that was too fucking smart for his own good. And it was just too fucking intelligent. And but it was interesting, but weird. And now, he went back to Canada at first, and then he's teaching Greek in England, or teaching the Greek classics in England. He was woke a long time ago. We was on the 28 windows on the world. You might have heard of that. It's in Hilton hotels. And he ran towards the window at breakneck speed, because we used to go there on this all-you-can-drink for 2 hours, 3 hours. And he fucking scared the shit out of us. We thought he was going to fucking fly through the window. So all the class like to learn then? Yeah, when I lived in New Zealand, my flatmate was a Japanese English teacher. I know it was an English teacher. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and he worked on the bungee jump in Queenstown, which is not a bad job, is it? Throwing people off a fucking 45-meter platform. And that's what made me decide to come to Japan. Yeah, I just can't. That guy that I knew, Rick, he's fucking 67, 68. He's into Pokemon. What the fuck is wrong with you? I think my kids were interested in it, but for about 2 weeks, something like that. Yeah, I'm moving, I'm not sure how I was just into judo, so. And the language, which should be a lot better. Does it? It does make you think. Like, I go without a fucking. Sometimes I think I went out without a bath or a shower for about a week. I got a shower yesterday. I could be a celebrity. Aston Kutcher. No, but the thing they were talking about their kids not getting bath. But when we were kids, we wouldn't get bath. We'd get wiped down with a wet cloth. Our faces, our hands, testicles, and then on the Sunday night we'd get a bath. Did they really stink? No, but it's changed. Like, most houses now have showers, don't they? So there's no excuse really. And especially if you live in a warm climate, well, California, for me, I wouldn't say California was warm. I think it's just perfect, just right. But certainly in the other parts of America, like I used to shower here in 2 to 3 times a day. Because of the sweat. I think most of my clothes are buried under other crap. So yesterday I was at this Electricians I go to, and I got fucking what? So yeah, so I got about 29,000 yen in about 2 hours. And as I was so I've got to try and make it justifiable. So I was putting some truck stuff on the truck. They've thrown away like 5 or 6 golf bags and a lot of golf clubs. And the guy comes out, he goes, "Oh, onegaishimasu." So they don't seem to mind me taking the wire. So because I also take a lot of these long neon tubes, and I've got fucking there must be like 200 or 300 I've got to fucking break up. Someone told me something was happening with hiding in my bedroom or room, is it? I forget to look up. I forget to check up what was happening. What was happening there? What's his name? The silly prick. Maybe I should have spoke with a posh voice on my channel. I was been talking to this Nepali girl in the local shop. And so the other night she asked me where I was from. So I'm getting interested in this young girl. Nice long hair, glasses. So I might ask her out this week. Offer to take her to a sushi shop. Sherry Amon. A teenager has no right. Did you watch that Jordan Peterson? Because he had a breakdown. So you've got to be careful when you're trying to put the worlds to rights. I think I like him because he speaks with passion and intelligence. Geek, can you just give me a quick message that you're there, or I don't know if I've cut out on fucking thingy, mate. Just give me a backslash.